Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Experience podcast, inside the business, buzz, and brilliance of Black entrepreneurs. Here is your host, Dr. Frances Richards.
This is a bonus episode. Thank you for joining us as we elevate the Black entrepreneur experience by interviewing CEOs, thought leaders, innovative thinkers, and Black entrepreneurs across the globe. I'm your host, Dr. Frances Richards, and today we have with us Aysha Jackson, and she's the campaign coordinator for Shop Black Week, SBW. The Shop Black Week campaign is a community campaign with organizations participating nationwide from Atlanta to New Jersey, Houston to the Bay Area. And these organizations account for more than 1 million individuals participating who have all come together towards a common goal to make this the biggest movement of all times. And they have some pretty major sponsors behind them. But without further ado, let's welcome Aysha Jackson. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
You know what? Why don't you tell us more about SBW? What is that all about?
Well, we're really our major goal is our comparison factor is the Million Man March. So our goal is to be the biggest movement for Black people since the Million Man March. And that goal is just to inspire all Americans to support Black-owned businesses. And so we tried to make the ask a pretty simple ask, and that's just that everybody make at least one purchase during Shop Black Week. And the belief is just that if everybody makes those purchases, then it'll provide evidence for everyone that intentionally supporting those Black businesses on a regular basis will provide a permanent change in our economic communities.
Aysha, give us the dates.
Oh, okay. So Shop Black Week is going to be the 22nd to the 29th, which is Black Friday. So it'll be from the Friday before Shop Black Week the Friday before Black Friday, to Black Friday.
And tell us the history of Shop Black Week.
Well, really, it just comes from our research knowing that we haven't had the support previously. The shop with, people supporting Black-owned businesses during Black Friday, most of the revenue from Black Friday sales and Black Friday shoppers goes to large corporations and largely other ethnicity-owned corporations and things like that. So really, it was just an idea to really shift that narrative and bring focus more onto supporting Black-owned businesses and driving support to those communities.
And talk about how long. Is this the first, second, third, fourth, fifth?
Oh, yeah. This is the first one kicking off. We're trying to bring it to light with this first one. And then we'll bring, new ideas and new, fresh kind of takes on Shop Black Week as the years go on. All of our participating organizations and sponsors and things like that have been really supportive and really excited about coming together. So we should be able to make this an annual thing.
And talk about some of your sponsors and your participating organizations.
Well, the major one is National Black Chamber of Commerce, and their VP of programs, Mr. Chuck DeBow, he's been really instrumental in helping us to get in contact with some of those other larger organizations and getting them involved. I'm here on behalf of the Nubian Network, which is another one of our primary sponsors. And we're just a membership-based organization for the highest quality Black-owned businesses. And it's our developers and our search technology that's being used in order to make those businesses readily available. And then we do have the major, the National Food Truck Directory for Black food trucks. We have the National Shopping Network for Black-owned shopping networks. So we have a number of major sponsors in the game. They're helping us to make certain connections.
And talk about the brainchild or the brains behind this movement.
Well, I've been working very, very closely with one of our other primary organizers, Dr. Carla Tillman. And really, it's been kind of a from the ground up type of thing. So I would say as far as a brainchild is concerned, it kind of goes right in line with what we do with the Nubian Network. But as far as the brainchild is concerned, really it would just goes in line with what we do with the Nubian Network and trying to make those Black businesses readily available, trying to promote Black business and trying to make sure that they are mainstream enough. And well, I don't know if the word is mainstream, but trying to make sure that they're pushed forward into the limelight enough so that Black people and all Americans alike are able to access those businesses. It's kind of the brainchild of what we already do on a day-to-day, and just making sure that as Black Friday comes, as the holiday comes, and people are making big purchases, this is the biggest time of the year consumer-wise. So we wanted to make sure that Black businesses were included in that narrative.
And why don't you tell our audience, because I was sharing with Aysha when we first got on the call, that this is a different type of interview. So why don't you tell our audience about the Nubian Network? Tell us more about it. I know this interview is about Shop Black Week, but it all goes together. And so people that are not familiar with what's going on, just bring us up to speed of everything.
Well, like I said, Nubian Network is just a membership organization that's comprised of pre-vetted, the highest quality Black-owned businesses and professionals. So really our focus is providing high-level marketing and maximum exposure to like billboards, commercials, airport ads, and other marketing. But our goal is to make it extremely affordable through use of group economics, through use of our fees with all of our membership fees and everything like that. We use those things in order to put them back into our businesses, into our Black-owned businesses that are members with us, and make sure that they have the maximum exposure possible. That's our focus and our goal with the Nubian Network.
So if someone is listening and they're saying, wow, I would like to be a part of the Nubian Network, how do they get involved with that?
Definitely. They can go to nubiannetwork.us, and that's accessible that way. We do have a number of different discounts and programs and stuff going on in line with Shop Black Week and Black Friday and everything going on with that. So we'll be listed on shopblackweek.org. If you wanted to reach us directly, our contact information will be on that site. And if you wanted to reach us directly, you can also go to nubiannetwork.us, and we have all of our information and our sign up and everything like that listed on that website. So
let's shift back gears to SBW, which we're talking about Shop Black Week. And so what would you like our listeners to do in support of that?
Oh, definitely. The first thing is just we want everybody to participate with Shop Black Week. So from November 22nd to November 29th, we would love for everybody to make at least one purchase from a Black-owned business and to encourage everybody that you know to do the same. The next thing is just for everybody to share. So the main avenue that we're using to push our marketing and to push Shop Black Week forward, we know how powerful social media can be. So one thing that our participating organizations are working to do and all of our supporters are working to do, and that we ask everybody who's supporting to do, is to share all of our Shop Black Week information, to share our website, share our promo video on their social media accounts, and to spread the word. And then, the dream goal is to have those larger entities and corporations, celebrities and politicians to support Shop Black Week as well, because, those are the people that are benefiting the most from our dollars. They're benefiting the most from our viewership and from our votes. So we wanted to make sure that we get those people involved as well. So we also ask that people, tag and add your favorites, and make sure that you ask that they become involved with Shop Black Week as well. When it gets to the actual week, we would love for everybody to use our hashtags. So it's hashtag Shop Black Week 2019. And then we have hashtag SBW 2019. And you can use those hashtags when you're posting your purchases. You can show which Black businesses you supported. You can show what city you're in. But we really will be using those hashtags as a measure of how successful Shop Black Week is. So it's pretty simple. We just want everybody to support Shop Black Week itself and to share all of that information on social media with your friends.
And how would you measure success?
The major measure of success will be, though, like I said, those hashtags. When we go on social media and we see evidence of like lines backing up, for instance, at those Black-owned restaurants on Black Friday and during Shop Black Week, when we see people really supporting and getting involved on social media, that'll be one of our major measures of success. And then a larger measure would just be that because people will already be in the conscious mind of supporting Shop Black Week, then hopefully people will begin to support Black-owned businesses on a more regular basis and consciously spend a larger proportion of those dollars on Shop Black Week during Black Friday and, in their everyday lives afterwards during the holiday season as Shop Black Week comes to a close.
And so with the Shop Black Week, it's online as well as brick and mortar?
Yeah, definitely. One thing that we hope to have come to fruition is just that as people are supporting physical businesses, Black-owned businesses during Shop Black Week, that they'll take pictures, that they'll hashtag the business, hashtag Shop Black Week, and that they'll really, really show support of Black-owned businesses as a whole during Shop Black Week. So we have physical businesses listed on our website as well as some online stores. And we do accept registration from all types of businesses, whether they be online or physical.
And what is the plans for making history for Shop Black Week this year for the first annual?
Well, we plan on making history because, we have this goal. Like I said, we kind of, the last big movement that we've seen for Black people was the Million Man March. So we kind of use that as our measure. And being in line with that, we have the goal of having 2 million people to make at least one purchase that's evidence on social media during Shop Black Week, which, is a very, very achievable goal given the amount of shopping and commerce that goes on during Shop Black Week and during Black Friday. So our goal is to have at least 2 million people supporting.
And tell us, what is the one impact you want this interview to give to our audience?
Oh, well, being that the impact that I want this specific interview to give to our audience is just that, I know your audience is geared towards business and geared towards entrepreneurship. So I would love to boost the support that we have with our businesses. So I would love to drive more businesses to our site because I know that it'll be a huge show of support for those businesses during Shop Black Week. So really, we're just trying to drive businesses to the site and drive supporters to the site, which, our participating organizations have been really great in pushing everything on social media and driving those supporters to the site. So we're really working on getting those businesses to the site as well.
And give us the address to the site again.
It's going to be shopblackweek.org. And there you can register as a participating organization, a participating business, or you can also register yourself as a supporter. So you can just, write your name down in the book, so to speak, in history for the first Shop Black Week. So whatever role you have to play, everybody can register on the site.
Now, I am very impressed with the movement. And when you had reached out, I was just really excited about Shop Black Week. And we are doing everything that we can to support the initiative and want to look at more ways that we can drive more business, because our ultimate goal is for generational wealth. It's about uplifting Black entrepreneurs, but it's about getting more dollars into their pockets, for us to be not just consumers, but as entrepreneurs, let's be consumers within our own community, within our own culture, whether it is, you could be shopping in that's the beauty of online. We can shop anywhere we want. And so we want to definitely make Shop Black Week, which is November 22nd to November 29th, the biggest financial year for Black businesses in history. And we want to get the word out. So that's wonderful. So what would you say the end game is for Shop Black Week?
Well, I think a part of it's kind of double pronged. So the first part of that end game is just like you said, to really create that generational wealth and really create an avenue for Black businesses and Black entrepreneurs to really see the growth in their supporter, in their revenue, in their business, ultimately in their business. And then the other thing is for us to have longevity with this Shop Black Week initiative and this Shop Black Week campaign. I think especially as we continue to gain momentum and have everybody recognize what we're doing here, I think it becomes more and more possible for us to continue it in coming years and to expand it in coming years and to make it, a thing that can really be beneficial in more ways than just one. Hopefully it'll become a thing that can be beneficial across the board. So for those entrepreneurs and those businesses, for the organizations, and for the supporters alike.
Anything else before we conclude? I want you to give us information again. Give us the information about Shop Black Week, contact information, the hashtag again.
Oh, yeah,
anything
definitely.
To help us promote Shop Black Week.
So again, Shop Black Week just basically asks every American to support a Black-owned business from November 22nd to November 29th, which is Black Friday. And for anybody who wants to support, you can go to shopblackweek.org. And there you'll be able to register. So you can register as a participating organization. You can register as a participating business. And you can also register as a supporter there. And we're just asking our supporters to share that information on our social media. We're on Facebook at Shop Black Week 2019. We're on Instagram at Shop Black Week 2019. And we are on Twitter at Shop_Week. And then we're just asking everybody to share that information and ask your friends to participate as well. So yeah, that's all of the information. The hashtags will be hashtag Shop Black Week, hashtag Shop Black Week, and hashtag SBW 2019. So.
And where are you guys out of? City and state?
Well, we do work remote, so I'm out of Atlanta, and we do have major organizers and supporters out of Atlanta, and then we also have another set of organizers that work out of Dallas.
Okay, thank you so much. Anything else you want to say before we conclude?
Just thank you to you. Thank you so much for having me. I hope that everybody will support. I hope that everybody make sure you go to the website, check everything out. We do have a lot of participating organizations and participating businesses on there, so you can see who you want to support before Shop Black Week happens. Stressing that everybody just really use the hashtag, support us on social media. Like I said, again, thank you so much for having me and for allowing me to, make use of your platforms.
Absolutely. Anything we can do to support, we will be there. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening and subscribing to Black Entrepreneur Experience. We would love for you to leave a review and rating on iTunes and share with your friends. For show notes and more episodes, go to www.beepodcast.com. Join us next Wednesday, and remember, green is the new black. So keep your bank accounts and your business in the black.